I want to make a quick video. I want to get my thoughts on this. I just did an unboxing. Let me tell you my fear with this thing is. My fear with this is developers take too long to make games for it, right? They take too long, and we end up getting a PlayStation 6. That's my fear. I say that for a couple reasons. This thing came out in 2020. 2020. This is 4 years in. We getting the Pro. We got about what 5 or 6 more years maybe. But see, the thing is, these developers. It's interesting with this generation because they call them generational leaps and stuff like that, right? But a lot of it is changing because the Switch is still going awesome. I don't even know the year the Switch came out, but I know it's past its life cycle. Okay, the model with Xbox is changing. Look what they did. They put out that Xbox One, then they had the Series, then they had the X, and you could play those games on all of those consoles though, right? And then we got Sony. They came out with the Ford, and they came out with the Pro. And I didn't jump on the PlayStation bandwagon again until PlayStation Pro, 4 Pro, with Final Fantasy 15, because you needed it to play that at the proper thing. You notice the trend here? Final Fantasy Rebirth. You need the Pro. Now we have this, and which I'm happy about. But see, if we don't start getting some good games, we gonna mess around, and this ain't even gonna get put to good use. We just gonna be waiting on the 6. There's some heavy hitter games coming out that I'm not personally into, but we know that they're gonna use this, just to push the market. And I'm talking about games that always come out every year. Okay, but as far as other developers, I don't know. I hope that this is it and they just start using the power that's given to them to the max. Like this thing probably can do more than it most likely can do more than what it's letting off. And as these games get to coming out, they need to really spend time with figuring out how to use this hardware that's here to get the games to run at their max with what they have. Not go overboard again, okay? Just use this and make the best game possible with what you have now. This actually should be enough. Even if it can't run 4K at 60 on everything. I'm hearing it can. I doubt it. But maybe it can. And if that's the case, cool. There's probably ways to unlock more instead of just constantly pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. But it's inevitable for companies that's going to use this and they're going to push more so that, they're just pushing toward the next one, but good games, good developers, I'm going to say. Let me put them in a tier list. Good game and good developers. Just use everything that you have to make what you want. I know the games that I want to make, this is enough. I'm not one that likes games that's full of realism and, we got to make it look like the best looking thing. Don't get me wrong, Metal Gear Solid Delta looks awesome, but I'm cool with it. So, I don't know. I'm talking as a gamer, not a dev. Just make this thing last 10 years, please. I don't want to be buying a 6 in 2 years. This is good for another 10 years. Okay? What did I say? I don't want to be buying a 6 in 2 years. This is good for 10 years. Okay? And then when we think about money and stuff, dude, this thing costs $700. Okay? Your average consumer like myself, all right, maybe YouTubers and stuff get it and everything else, but like people who have regular 9-to-5s and responsibilities, okay, they got to trade in old stuff to get this thing. Ain't nobody got no $700 sitting around. Okay, how much is the next one going to be? $700? It's probably going to be $700. In fact, I'm recording this video. What is it? November 12th. I put money on it that the next PlayStation 6 costs $700. But I don't think it'll be a Pro. I'll say that right now. I think the new Nintendo Switch, when it comes out or whatever it's called, I think it's going to be $400, $450. It's not going to be $500. It's going to be $400. And Xbox, I don't think Xbox is doing consoles no more. if they do a console, it's pre-order only and it's directly for enthusiasts. If not, play on your X, which I watched a video and they kind of said that the X is up there with it. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't have an X. But I think the X is it, and they have streaming and all kind of other platforms, man. Like later on, you're gonna be able to play your Xbox games on PlayStation. I bet. What you want to bet? I'm trying to look at the camera. The camera's right here. But yeah. So I just did an unboxing video. I wanted to get my thoughts on PlayStation. You know, just being a fanboy, just PlayStation itself. I grew up with it. I had a PlayStation 1. I had the 2. Did not have the 3 for a very long time. I totally skipped the 3. Had the 4. Right when Final Fantasy 15 came out. And then I kept up and bought the Pro and everything. I was a Sony fanboy again. I was Xbox for quite a while. And then I went PC. So yeah, man. So if you got the ducats, get it. If you got the older systems, trade it off. If not, I mean, get it. I mean, if you want it, get it, of course. But if you don't need it and you have a PC, a lot of Sony first-party games is coming to PC. And then the third parties are already there for the most part on Steam. So, I don't know, man. Pick your poison. But, like I said, you're a Sony fanboy like myself and stuff. And, like, you know, like keeping up with the latest and greatest and see how everything is running. And want to play some of your old games. This ain't necessarily an old game, but this is a sleeper hit. I want to see what everything looks like, so let's go. SpongeBob is in the background, and I don't know why.